What's up, guys? Shawn here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Well, we're going to try out the green screen. Got some interesting backdrops to try out tonight. I really didn't have time to design one, but I'm just kind of wondering what's showing up on your screen. I am like, there's like some serious like weirdness going on my shirt, but I don't know. But anyway, welcome to Shawn Ide Studios, Tuesday night studio sessions. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I am having a great night so far. So yeah, I'm super excited about tonight's live stream. So as you guys know, we hit, first of all, with the pre-show, can you guys hear me? Check, 1, 2, 3. Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Can you guys hear me? Don't all speak at once. Thanks, Brent. 5K Ide. Yep. Finally made it to 5K. It's an exciting week. I'm going to be happy whether someone wants to comment and try to bring me down. I'm super excited to hit 5,000 subscribers. I don't want to base what I do on how many subscribers that I have, but this is ultimately your channel as well. This is the one thing in my life that I get to do what I want to do, the way I want to do it. And I am just thrilled that 5,000 people like that. I know I beg people to subscribe in every video. So there's 300 videos that everybody watches that's asking people to put, subscribe and click the bell and stuff like that. But I've definitely put a lot of work into this channel, and it's nice to see kind of a return on your investment and a return on the things that you've done. So we've got 3 people in the house. We got Nacho, we got Brent Newman, we got Steven Drones. Drone Strike's here too. Maybe someone left, or the live stats might not be right at all. But I went back and I watched a couple of my live streams, and I was kind of dogging on StreamYards because it's only 720. And I was like, man, I really want to do it in 1080. I want to be as professional as possible. But I watched my 720 broadcast on my 4K television, and I liked it. It wasn't that bad. And I went to Claude's channel and watched his, and it wasn't that bad. And then I went to some people that had vMix running, but they just had so much going on in the background that it was kind of hard for me to justify, for one, thousands of dollars for vMix, or I think it was $700 for that the Vimeo suite. And then this is like, what, 20-something dollars a month, $25 a month. So this is like Netflix. So I think I'm going to be okay with StreamYards, and I'm just going to be patient for when 1080 is a thing. But I was on chat last night with Drone Strike, and I couldn't have done that if I was using some other platform that was, you have to set up ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. So I am very excited to stick with StreamYard. I'm perfectly fine with it. The user experience is so easy and so simple that it just works. Drone Strike, the reason I'm not, I've been using I use Streamlabs for 2019, and I've got it set up, and I might use it from time to time. It depends on what I want to do. But one of my New Year's resolutions for 2020 was to bring guests on. And so far this year, so the month of January, I had an actual guest on my Tuesday night studio sessions. I had Mario Monti. He took over the channel for the night and cooked us some keto. What did he cook? He cooked a pizza and chaffle, and he cooked all kinds of stuff. And then there was one week where I didn't really feel like preparing anything. So I just invited whoever wanted to be in the stream to be in the stream. And I think we had 5 people at one time, but if I would have waited a minute, one person left when one person came in. So I could have had 6 people in the stream all at once. And I can do that with Skype in OBS, but there's a lot of work around it. I have to bring people into Skype, and then I have to turn it into an NDI, and then I have to build a screen with each person on the screen, like set up a scene for it. Whereas this, just like when you came in last night, like I sent the link, you clicked on the link, and within a minute or two, you were in my chat. And that's what I love about StreamYard so far. And I think we're going to do StreamYards just for this year. Something else might be better. I thought about trying out VMix. No, not VMix. XSplit. They got some dumb names. I don't know how they made up their names, but how the heck are you supposed to remember XSplit, VMix? Like, these are some random branding nightmares. That's what I call them. But yeah. So that's kind of, I know you just found me last night, Drone Strike, but this is kind of where my journey has led. And I think, like, I'm going to do a full review on StreamYards because I'm a user experience engineer at work, and my whole job is figuring out what the best workflow and the easiest workflow for anybody to grab onto. And I think StreamYard is just simple. And it lets me put on my show without having to juggle so many balls all at once. I would consider myself more than I would consider myself a power user for Streamlabs, just because I used it every week for a year, and I ironed out all the kinks for me, and I was able to put overlays in and set up scenes, and I even have like a roll-in switcher where I didn't even put my iPad up tonight, but I've got it all set up so that I could switch over to my iPad and show websites and all that kind of stuff. But so Drone Strike says, I get the ease of setup. OBS can be a pain, but you can do so much cool stuff if you have the time to put into it. I totally agree with that. My current issue, and it's with OBS because it's something that it's not with OBS, but my current issue that I really want to iron out next is, so I've got, a $2,000 Canon camcorder right in front of me that shoots 4K. It has a 1-inch sensor. It's just a beautiful camera that can record for hours without overheating. And I love everything about it. And I have a Yeti microphone that I've got all this stuff in front of. So I probably sound better if I move this over here. But I've got a Yeti microphone, Blue Yeti, and it's a USB microphone. And so my current issue is trying to get the headphone out into the line in on this camera so I can just hit record and make my videos and then sound great in my studio. So that's my current issue. But yeah, so with StreamYards, there's not a lot that you can do with it, but they're upgrading all the time. Like, I'm running a green screen background. I know you can do that in OBS, but I can throw this overlay up here while I'm running, so I can run everything in the studio. I can put the title of the show up here. So this is what we're going to talk about tonight. Super cool. And then, when people comment, I can throw your comment up on the screen and everybody can see what we're talking about. So as far as like a live streaming application, I think it has so many awesome things built in that just have as just a great little suite. Something else that I love about StreamYards, and this is going to be a plug for StreamYard. There's a link in the description if you want a discount on StreamYard. I'm going to be pushing that all year, just so that I can get free months of live streaming. It'll all just kind of, it's the big machine of YouTube. But what was I talking about? So yeah, you can put overlays. You can bring up people's information. I can put banners up. I can change backgrounds. I currently have a green screen going on, but they just added that like last month. The only problem is it's still 720p, but the fact that I can run the show like this, it's well worth it for me. So we've got about 10 more minutes in the pre-show. We're just bringing people in and making sure the mic works and making sure I look all sexy. And yeah, then we'll get started on the show. What we're going to talk about tonight, I'll put that banner up before I chug, is how did we get here? The road to 5,000 subscribers. I'm going to talk about my journey in YouTube so far. So I have about 2.5 years experience as a professional on YouTube. I've got maybe 13 years, it might be 15 now, experience actually on YouTube. But I started a YouTube channel, a legitimate YouTube channel 2.5 years ago, 4th of July. So 4th of July will be the birthday. It'll be 3 years on the 4th. That's good water. So, yeah. How are you guys doing tonight? You guys having a good day? It was super crazy windy, crazy rainy. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for today's video, for tonight's live stream, but I looked at all the cameras that I have in my backpack, and I left my GoPro here. I left my Osmo Action here. So the only waterproof camera that I had was my GoPro Max. So I thought I'd have a little fun with that tonight or today. And then when I went to render it on my laptop at work, I ran out of memory. So I had to delete a video so I could render that video. And it was just funny. So Nacho said he's having a good day. He sent me a couple videos of his new little dog. What's the name of your dog, Nacho? I think I know what it is, but I'm probably going to get it wrong. So I'll just let you tell us what the name of the dog is. It's a cute little dog. It looks so tiny. It's a little chorky. Nikki. Excuse me. What's up, Brent? So we got both Brents. Yeah, Nacho, I showed my wife the video of Nikki in like your little shoulder bag that was in front. And it was so funny watching, like as you were riding your bike down the road, it was so funny watching Nikki like duck its head in the bag and then come back out. It was really cute. This is the first live stream that I think I've got just about everything set up the way that I want it. I was able to, something else I like about StreamYard is you can set up the live stream ahead of time. So you know what the link's going to be. It's got a little timer on the top that tells you when you're like if you schedule your live stream, it'll tell you when the live stream's about to start. So I got the live stream set up this afternoon. And then I got it up on YouTube, and then I monetized it. Something that's been bothering me is I haven't been monetizing my live streams lately, and this is about all I've been doing for the last month or two, because I've been trying to really nail this process down. And then when the weather gets nice, then I'll start making videos outside again. So Nacho said I have the green screen perfect. Well, that's awesome. I was trying out some different screens. I wish I would have had time. I just thought about it the last minute, because I have, if you guys watched my live stream from a couple weeks ago, before I zoomed in a lot, I have these metal shelves. I've got one on this side and one on that side. And on the way home, I was like, you know, I could just run a curtain rod from both of those shelves and then just put my green screen up, because I've got a huge green screen. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just do that. And one thing led to another. And so all of my preparing for tonight's live stream was getting that set up. But I didn't really have many green screen options, but check this out. So this is from my VR channel. I started a VR channel for a little while because I have this other channel that I don't know what to do with really. And it's got like over 1,000 subscribers, but all those subscribers are old, so they don't really, you know, they're not really subscribed to watch what I do now. But this was my backdrop for my VR channel. So it's kind of like a Lawnmower Man back in the 80s. I'm like in the world. So I found out that like the green screen that I've got set up now, it works on dark backgrounds, but if I put a light background, it doesn't look that good because the light background is basically I'm backlit and I look stupid, and my hair kind of looks weird because it doesn't look too bad. Like it's cutting me out pretty good, but yeah, you can see my ears kind of pixelated. But I also might be getting a bad, like a low quality preview on my end, and it might be actually pushing better video to the actual stream. So you guys might be seeing a better version of me anyway. And then I had this one that I thought was pretty good. It kind of reminds me of the backdrop that I've done in the past. So there's that. But whoa, Nacho gave me a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Nacho. Lunch is on you. What should I eat? Yeah, the light background's not working. But thank you so much, Nacho. I really appreciate that. I wish you were here in town so that we could eat lunch together. That would be awesome. But yeah, thank you so much. I try not to ask for super chats because I don't want to just beg. I don't want to be one of those beggars. But super chats really help out the channel. So I really, really appreciate that, Nacho. But yeah, Nacho, I think the green screen's on point. I think the only other thing would be to light my head. I wonder if I did this. Does that help? Yeah, I don't know if that helps. That just kind of looks weird. I like that better. A little softer. So yeah, let's talk about my channel. So we are here 2.5 years after I started this journey, and we were at 5,000 subscribers. I've set some pretty lofty goals in the past and have not hit them. And out of my wisdom of being here for a little while, I realized that the appreciation that you get on YouTube and the how do I word that? The promotion that YouTube does is kind of random. There are times that, like, if I put a video out, and like some of the videos lately that I've put out, let's say like back in October, like about the GoPro Max, that was a relevant piece of tech that I did a video on that not too many other people did videos on. Like, you had the people that, you know, they are professional influencers, and they'll get, you know, these companies will just beg them to do videos, and they'll throw their products at them, and they'll make a video, and then they'll get thousands and thousands of views within a couple hours. And then us little channels, you know, that actually purchase the product, that actually want to use the product, you know, it's really, really hard to get those videos up. But with the Paradenofi, I knew everybody was going to do videos about the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. So instead of competing in a sea of people that are just fanboys of DJI, I picked up the Paradenofi because, for one, I really, really like that drone, but I wouldn't be competing with, you know, hundreds of YouTubers that were all making the same videos. You know, there's like this formula that tech reviewers have, where there's, and it's my formula too, but, you know, it's an unboxing, there's a testing, and then there's a review phase. And a lot of really big YouTubers just stop at that. Like, all they do is review things that are popular. I'd love to get to that point, but I can't afford to be there now. So I have to pick products that I can stand behind, products that I would actually use, and products that I have knowledge about. So, you know, I'm a videographer, I'm a photographer, I'm a graphic designer. And so there are all these different products that are out there that I actually am excited about. And I want you guys to be excited about. And I use them a little bit more than the normal consumer. Like, there are a lot of normal consumers out there that they'll get a camera and they'll video their kids, or they'll video their vacations and stuff like that. But most people just hit the record button and go, or they just, you know, most consumers don't go past auto settings. They don't go into manual mode. They don't go into, you know, they don't record and log, or little things like that. And they don't edit in Final Cut Pro or Premiere. You know, they just pop it into iMovie on their phone, or some people don't even edit. So I realized that there are several different types of people that subscribe to my channel, and I want to cater to a lot of them. Something that I can offer is, now that I have 5,000 subscribers, I can help smaller channels that don't have 5,000 subscribers get there. You know, I've spent a lot of time playing with lighting for the last 2 years. And I'll show you guys tonight. I'll show you one of my first videos that had crappy lighting. I was in my dining room with this, I mean, I look jaundiced. I was trying to do this kind of artsy, kind of Matrix type. I mean, it's not Matrix, but it was, you know, it was kind of just an artsy style. And I wanted all my videos to have this artsy style, kind of like an Instagram filter, but it ended up just being a fail. So let's go look at that. You'll have to bear with me drinking tonight, guys. My allergies are kicking because it was 40 degrees, and then it went up to 70 degrees, and then it went back down to 40 degrees. And so my voice is like phlegmy. So, yeah, I'm going to share a different screen. I think it's this one. Yep. All right. So this is my YouTube channel. These are all the videos that I've put out. I don't even know how many videos I have up. I've got a lot. But we are going to sort by date added oldest. And we're going to look at the early years of Shawn Ide Studios. And this first video, the first video I ever put out was the Mi Sphere unboxing. And this was a 360 camera. I believe I did another video before this one, but this was the first one that I left up. So the Xiaomi Mi Sphere, no, it was the Xiaomi Mija Mi Sphere. And I don't know why I picked that camera as the first camera ever on my channel, but I thought it was cool. It's like a Klondike bar. It is a 360 camera. I think I had to buy it from China. I don't even think they sold it in the stores here. But at the time I was really into watching Ben Claremont, and actually Ben Claremont one of his videos kind of talked me into starting a YouTube channel, and we're friends on Facebook, but we've never really met, but he knows what I do and I know what he does. But this video is hilarious. I don't know if I can. I don't know if that's going to happen. 1973. So this was my old intro. I mean, it's still the same intro, just different song.
What's up, guys? So I just got it from DHL, ordered it from Gear Best. This is the
I didn't even say the name of the product.
Mi Sphere 360. I'm a Southern boy, so I have no idea if I said that right. This is supposed to be the Ricoh Theta S Killer. Now, Ricoh's about to come out with a 4K camera, so I don't know that this is going to kill it. But I'm pretty excited to see what this is all about.
This video has 90 views, and it's been on YouTube for 2 years.
So
2.5 years.
Let's open up the package in front of the interwebs. Here we go. This is like Inception. A package within a package.
So one of the comments I got on this video was, I can't even see who you are.
So we got a little packing list. It's pretty exciting.
So I stopped doing unboxings with just my hands.
The Mi Sphere. So everything is in a foreign language because you can't buy this in this country. So we're about to see what happens. Now, this is my first unboxing, so I don't have a special Batman Batarang knife or anything cool like that. I just got the old thumbs. So here we go. I'm going to pop a little hole right there. Bam! That's how we used to open stuff when I was a kid. There it is. So let's see what we have in the box.
I'm boring myself.
All right.
But you guys see like the jaundice looking, like there's white underneath it, and then that's like yellow.
All right, this concludes my unboxing video. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to pull this little tab.
See if this gets exciting at all.
Actually walk around with it like this.
All right.
And that,
so let's look at some of the zero comments. So can't even look at comments.
It's not going to hurt it. And then the felty inside, I always rub the lenses to make sure that the lenses are nice and clean when I pull it out.
All right. So what did you guys think about that? That was my first video ever on YouTube. 90 views still to this point. But this was the second one I ever did.
We get paid twice as fast with QuickBooks.
I wonder if I get like twice the ad revenue if I'm
You get
putting
that?
an ad inside of an ad. I'm probably gonna get copyright because it's music.
Guys, so I am going to attach this thing. This is the Xiaomi. I'm just going to start calling it the Mi Sphere because I think the other words are just the company name. I think y'all get the point. This is the Mi Sphere. So from now on, I'm going to call this thing the Mi Sphere. So hopefully it'll understand what.
It's a lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement.
All right, I'm gonna turn the music down because I don't know that I have the rights to that song anymore. But yeah, this is what I used to do. I used to put 360 cameras on drones. These are like my first videos. It looks like my camera's froze. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. All right, we're back. So I don't think StreamYard liked me playing YouTube at the same time. So we're just going to kind of look at analytics now. But we can still go through kind of what the channel is like. So first video, 90 views, 2.5 years later. This video, 202 views. 81 views with the Rode Video Mic Go. 10,000 views. The Gear 360 2017 on the DJI Mavic Pro. All right. So this is when I realized that if you put very important products that people care about in your videos, people will search them on YouTube. Okay. So I put the Gear 360 from Samsung and DJI Mavic Pro in a video together. Nobody cares about the Mi Sphere. Nobody cares about the Xiaomi Mi Sphere. But they do care about the Gear 360 and they do care about the DJI Mavic Pro. Then the next video, and this is a video that I saw another guy do it, and I kind of liked his design, but I wanted to do it differently, so I kind of just did the same video, but my take on it. And it was the DJI Spark Steadicam designed for cheap. And basically all I did was I put a handle on the Spark, and it was with products that I already had. So yeah, and you can see my next unboxing is the DJI Spark, and it's still a little jaundice, but it's a little bit closer to white. Brent Newman says, you said you used to put 360 cameras on drones. You still can, and I guess you will when you get the 1R set up. I totally will. And that's why I'm so excited about the Insta360 1R, because 2.5 years later, there's a product that was built specifically for things that I did on my own back in the day. I do kind of want to show you guys the DJI Mavic with the two 360 flies on it. It's actually pretty funny. So I'm going to turn the audio down, but I really want to show this to you guys. There's another ad. There's my 1R right there. You can tell what I've been looking at. Oh, it's supposed to ship by Friday, but I still won't be able to put it. I won't have the drone kit until April, but I'm still super excited about it. So let's skip the ad, but let's see. This is just funny. This is my original DJI Mavic Pro, and it could not handle the weight of both of these honking cameras. Watch this. Oh, it's so hard to get off the ground. Once it got off the ground, it gave itself enough thrust, but you can see it's just wobbling all around there, guys. But I thought for sure this was going to be something that was amazing. But since the stabilization was horrible, I couldn't stitch the two together. It was just too much work to stitch the two together. So I'm showing video of the bottom view and the top view, but that's about it. So anyway, but that's just kind of fun. That's what I used to do. I was bound determined to put together a 360 drone back in the day. But I was really into 360 cameras for a good year. Drones and 360 cameras was my thing on my YouTube channel. I've done some other things with, I've reviewed some apps. This was kind of my first sponsorship deal. Was with the Veer editor. I was given a coupon, or like kind of a beta test, and I was allowed to do a video before the app actually came out. And I think even had a coupon code, but it's a 360 VR app that lets you edit videos on your phone. So here I am. I walked around the hotel and did all these 360 videos with my camera. It showed you how to edit on the app. Yeah, so that was a good time. And so now on my YouTube channel, I was telling you guys last night that I actually signed up for FameBit, and I can actually apply for sponsorships. So products that I think you guys would like, instead of just buying them on Amazon and then doing a video and then waiting 3 months to get my money back through the Amazon affiliate program, they'll send me the product and they'll give me like $1,000 to review it for you guys. So I can take that time, put together a really, really good video for you guys, something that I want I want to do a good job for that company, so the next people will pay me to do another video for them. So, and then I definitely won't have to beg you guys. But this is the camera that I sent Nacho, Insta360 I did a live stream on that. It was not good at all. Put that on a drone. And then the first GoPro I unboxed 2.5 years ago, probably. The GoPro Hero 6. I did a whole bunch of videos on the GoPro Hero 6. And then I started moving into like Amazon affiliates. So I started doing these home kits that I put together of various accessories that you guys could use to accessorize your cameras. I know I've sold a lot of products to Nacho. Let's see if I can find your favorite toy, Nacho. I did best 4K selfie drone for under $200, the Unique Breeze 4K. That drone, in my opinion, ended up being a piece of junk. So I did 3 videos on it, and I took it back to Walmart. And right around this time is when I met Everyday Dad, because I watched his video of his unboxing around the same time that I did my unboxing. So that was cool. And then, so I showed you guys a video of when I put 2 heavy cameras on the DJI Mavic Pro, and I think now that was a stupid thing to do. But so I started to wise up, and I got a Unique Typhoon H where I could actually put I could take the camera off of the drone and then put another camera on the drone and fly a lot safer. So so I made this mount, and you can see I've got the Garmin Verb 360 on this mount that I made, and then let's see if I can, right here. So here's a video of me. Here's me taking the camera off of the drone, sticking my tongue out whenever I'm doing crazy work. So the camera pulls right off. And then I bought a replacement part from Unique, so it fits perfectly. And then I modified it a little bit so that I could put a 1/4-20 on it. And it's really, really hard to do this backwards. But it's all about the presentation, guys. So snapping it into place, and it's good to go. And it's like the same height as the original camera. So once the landing gear goes up, there's nothing in the way of the lenses. So let's see how far we are. All right, so here we go. And it was a cold day, guys. I think it was probably 30 degrees out. So there's a landing gear going up, and this is all video from the Garmin Verb 360. At the time, it had very good stabilization. Insta360 or Insta360 has definitely surpassed the stabilization. But something that was cool about the Garmin Verb 360 is you could get telemetry. So you could get GPS location. But this was kind of my first 360 camera on a drone that was actually pretty stable. And when I did this that day, I kind of fell in love with this process. I love the idea of being able to point your camera in post any direction you want to. I like going from flat mode to tiny planet mode and back. I just really enjoy these videos. I saw a music video maybe 4 years ago that was in Tiny Planet, and I was like amazed at how they did it, and now I can do it. And then I wanted to show a shot of the drone flying. So here's kind of the stitch line was right on the landing gear legs. So the landing gear is kind of messed up a little bit, but I still think this is a really cool shot. And you know, with better stabilization, you can see how much of the drone is being pushed around by the wind. You know, when I'm pushing forward, the drone is actually, you know, tilting, but the horizon is just holding true because the Garmin Verb 360 is a great 360-degree camera, and it was really good back then. It was one of the best ones back then. You can see the vibration, though. It still has some vibration, probably because of the weight on those dampers without a gimbal. So the original camera that I took off had about the same weight distribution, but because it's not on a gimbal, the only thing taking the vibration out is those 4 little rubber nubs. Brent Newman, we're going to get to the butterfly video. I'm saving that video for you, buddy. Stephen Drones like seeing the unique Typhoon H. Yeah, Nacho, I don't have the Insta360 1R yet. I canceled my order on B&H and I moved over to Best Buy. They said that it was guaranteed to ship by Friday. So I feel like Best Buy is like, or B&H is kind of like one store. So they don't get things immediately, whereas Best Buy is a huge chain. So they're probably a more powerful distributor. But oh, yep, we're done with that video. So that has 392 views. That's it. November 15th, 2017. But the unique Typhoon H. Oh, yeah, that's kind of the same video. Here's one of the unique Typhoon H slow motion, 120 frames per second. So I thought this was a cool video. This is super slow motion. That's a good idea, Mel. Doubling up the mounts. So yeah, this is. I completely forgot that the unique Typhoon H could do 120 frames per second. So I thought this was a really cool video. These are kind of tough shots to get because you can't. Ooh, I don't know what just happened there. It looks like the resolution changed. But you know, you can't fly over moving cars and you can't fly over people. So you've got to kind of get this shot from an angle. And I did it at a time. I did this on my lunch break. So there was like 2 cars here and there. If I'd have done it during rush hour, it would have been a lot better. But there's a lot more danger when you're flying around a bunch of moving cars. So there's that. Let's see, what else do we have? So whenever sphere modes came out, I was really excited. And I'm going to have to go back and watch this video because I was trying to find sphere mode on my new DJI Mavic Pro and I couldn't find it. So I'm going to have to go back and teach myself. But I've always been in a 360. Then I saw a video on Facebook where a guy put a selfie stick on his drone, and so that's when I did this video. Do I get money for watching my own ads? I don't know. But this is, and I think this is just the video of the footage. But this is the Insta360 mounted on the end of an invisible selfie stick coming off of my unique Typhoon H. So I thought this was a super fun video. Yeah, Nacho. So I did a lot of work with Jean Marie back in the day. I sent him a lot of tips and talked him into changing the colors of some of his mounts that he sold on Shapeways. That was the early days of Shawn Ide Studios, innovating. But I mean, this is the Insta360 or sorry, this is the original Insta360, and it's just kind of bouncing around. The video is kind of neat, but still just kind of awkward. And then the Rilo 360 came out. Let's see. DJI Mavic Air. This is me putting the Rilo on the Bebop 2. And this was years after the Bebop 2 was just kind of a pointless little drone. Nobody even did anything with them anymore. I still think at the time it was a great piece of engineering. The stabilization on that lens, the digital stabilization on the Parrot Bebops, are awesome. And we're just now getting to the point where we can, compete with the Bebop. But this, so that camera, that drone is vibrating all around, and the video footage from the Parrot Bebop 2 is nice and smooth and buttery. See how that thing's bouncing around? That's all done digitally. And, everybody complains about, gimbal stabilization is better than digital stabilization. But back in the day, the Parrot Bebop 2, as far as digital only stabilization, did an amazing job. So here's what the Rilo did. The Rilo was just kind of bouncing around. I don't think that was a very good test at all. Complete fail there. Still a cool video at the time. Had a lot of fun making it. But the vibration of the drone, still a little crazy. So Brent Newman said that the Insta360 1X really improved the stabilization. His Inspire was whipping back and forth in the wind, but the mounted 1X footage didn't move at all. Amazing. I totally agree. I think the Insta360 1X is amazing, and the 1R is supposed to be just as good. Some people say the actual footage is improved, but where's the butterfly video? I think I skipped it. Here we go. This one's for you, Brent. And I'm going to turn the audio on. This is when Brent Newman started following me because of this video right here.
So this is, excuse me. Really? What the what, man? This butterfly won't let me do my video.
So Drone Strike asked if I'm 107. I am working on my 107 right now. I have not made any money in the last 3 years. So my business has not made any money. But I have a feeling with the videos that I'm going to be making this year, I'm actually going to make some money. So I'm working on getting that done. So if I turn a profit in 2020, I'll be good to go with the FAA. But I don't shoot video for anybody else. And the videos that I make, there's a small piece of them that I'm actually flying. Most of the time I'm talking about flying, but I'm not really flying. And the furtherness of a business is the loophole is that I haven't really made any money. I've taken a loss in the last 3 years because I've spent more money on drones than I've actually made through Amazon or YouTube. But it's getting to the point where next year I have a feeling I'm going to make some money. So yeah, I'm studying on my off hours to get all of that done. But that's a great question. I do know all the rules, and I've been preaching FAA safety on this channel for years. So as far as the knowledge, I definitely have it, but I just haven't had time to take the test, or I really want to study up on the test before I take it. And the part that I really I feel like I will struggle with a little bit is the map reading, and I'm not really good at facts. So all of the I get the 400 and the 5 miles from the airport, and all of those things. But if there's like an acronym test and I have to figure out what UAV means, or those are the things that I'll get hung up on. Or I know you need to have a guy that on the ground that's your visual observer, but sometimes I get kind of nervous and I'll forget that he's actually called a visual observer. Little things like that. Test taking makes me nervous. I'm a wisdom guy. I'm not really a knowledge guy. Take that for what it's worth. Yeah, Brent, that was for you. That's still my favorite intro to a video that I like to show people. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. So yeah. Something else I used to do is I used to take the Ricoh Theta V, which is not a very good video camera, but it's a great photo 360-degree camera, and it will sorry, I hit a squirrel. But it'll take amazing pictures. And so I would hang the Ricoh Theta V off of I probably still had a Pro at the time, and set it up to take time-lapse photos. And so I would fly it for about 5 minutes, put it over all these different cool areas, and then I'd make tiny planets out of the photos that it would take. So that was a fun little video. This is the Gear 360. Excuse me, I'm a little gassy. This is the Gear 360 VR. Sorry. And I took it through the dancing lights of Christmas here in Nashville. This was back when it was over by the Opryland Hotel. And it's a super long video. How long is it? It's 30 minutes. And there's me and my family in the car, and we're all hanging out. And I've got it on a suction cup mount on the front hood. But but it gets really good through here. But the headlights on the car in front of me kept getting in the way. But it's really fun to watch in VR. And then this video, this 360 video, is turned into my Christmas card every year. So when I put up a video of, it's like a Shawn Ide Studios logo and a crystal ball or like a snow globe. Yeah. This video was was a really fun video to make. I did a stabilization test between the Rilo 360 and the Insta360 One. And I did it on the bottom of my Unique Typhoon H. And both of these cameras are so small that I could put both cameras on my drone at the same time. And I did half of the sphere was one camera and half of the sphere was the other camera. So you can sit in VR and you can see how the Rilo stabilization is killing the Insta360 One. There's a little snow on the ground. There's me, sexy man right there. But these are fun little tests. These are one of the, those are split down. But I love just testing things out and seeing the difference between two cameras. It's one thing to read specs on a website of, like, for example, Nikon came out with a 360-degree camera that was supposed to destroy the industry. It was a solid camera. Like, if Canon, like some of the main camera companies came out with a 360 camera, you would expect it to be awesome. And so, like, if Canon or Sony, if they came out with 360-degree camera, you'd expect it to be awesome because that's what they do. They make cameras. I would do like firmware updates here and there. And then I thought this was a really good way to organize what I was doing. I did a tutorial series of the quick shots on the DJI Mavic Air. So I had an idea to record all the videos at once and then pop them out all at the same time. So I released like 6 videos all at the same time. One was an intro, and then I built a playlist out of them so you could just watch. You could watch an individual video, or you could watch the series. So this was something that I thought I was going to get into, but it was like a series of videos where I was just doing different little quick shots. I've done them with the DJI Mavic Mini, but I just kind of did them all at the same time. I wish that was still in there. I don't even know what that was called. Meteoroid, or I don't know what that was called. But and then I had a fun day with Michael Esquire. He doesn't even do YouTube anymore, but that was right when I got the Mavic Air. He wanted to see my Mavic Air, and so he let me fly his Phantom. And then I had the goggles. I had DJI goggles, and so he was my observer while I was flying with goggles. Drone Strike says, please make it a point to do so and make sure you document your process. Whether you make money or not, the FAA is watching. Yep, I appreciate that, Drone. So yeah, I look stupid with those goggles on. So yeah, this has been a fun little stroll down memory lane. I've had Gavin on my channel some. That's my boy. This is the camera you're looking at right now, the GX10. It's a Haas. This is the old camera, and that's the one you're looking at looking at me on right now. That camera's so big that I could barely fit it on my table to do an unboxing. I don't even think I fit the box on my table. Yeah, the box was so big. But I love that camera. Here's a video I did with Ken Heron. This is when I went down to fly on an airfield near where Ken Heron lives. So this is my Paradenofi racing test with Ken Heron. So that was a good time. That was such a fun day to just, I think it's the only meetup that I've been a part of. But it was one of those random, I saw a video where he was like, he invited everybody out to an airfield. And so I took a picture of the airfield, and then I was there the next day. And so that was the day I decided to shave my head, and I don't know why I did that. That was a bad look for me. So y'all go check that out. That was a good video. Did a lot of videos with the Paradenofi. Love the Paradenofi. I think it's a great little drone. So I hit 3,000 subscribers a year ago. So yeah, did some stabilization tests on my Segway. Wrecked my Segway on YouTube. Nacho made fun of me. But yeah, even tried to do some VR videos. I might, since my other channel, I'm not really doing much with it. I might bring VR back over here because it is definitely relevant to the things that I do here. This is when we got the new house. Here's a DJI action video that I did with my kids. So we were hanging out with the camera. My daughter's just talking. My son going down a water slide. Did some time lapsing. Made the bucket fall on my head. A little slow motion. So, all right. So that is about all for going back in time and seeing the things that I've done. So here's to 5,000 more subscribers, guys. I'm super excited. I've really gone into the live streaming heavily in the last year, and it's taken a lot of time out of making real videos for you guys. So I want to get back into doing videos. So now that I am, now that I definitely have live streaming down, and it doesn't take much effort to live stream anymore, I am planning on definitely putting out some more videos for you guys. So we're going to stop sharing that screen, and I'm going to share the other screen that I was going to share with you guys tonight. And these are my channel analytics. And what I did was I went to my analytics and I changed the analytics to lifetime. And what this does is it gives you a good view of your channel over time. So the analytic that we're looking at right now is views. And I have had 1.1 million views in the lifetime of my channel. It looks like I just lost a subscriber right then. Did you see that? I thought that said 5,004. Maybe that, I don't know. Total watch hours. I've had 73,000 watch hours in the lifetime of my channel. I have 5,000 subscribers, right at 5,000 subscribers. And it says my estimated revenue since I've had a YouTube channel has been $2,911. So that's pretty good. I probably made most of my, whoa, dang, I made $2.48 on that day, January 23rd. That was probably super chats. To be, oh wait, no, 20 something. Yeah, those are super chats. Most of my revenue is about, it's kind of down. This is when I met Mario. I had a monetized channel. There were days that I made $1. And then they changed the rules on us. So we had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And so they took monetization away from me here, which was February of 2018. And I didn't get monetization back until like June. And what's sad is that I met the requirements because I had the hours. I just didn't have the subscribers. I had like 800 and something subscribers. And so I lost my monetization. And a week later, I met the requirements, but they took my monetization away anyway. And then it took them, since they took, YouTube basically took everybody's monetization away. They had so many channels to review that it took them like 3 or 4 months to start paying me again. But look at this jump. So I made like $1 here. I made like $13, $7. So when I started getting monetization again, I was like, man, I'm loaded. But so, and I know that this almost $3,000 is a big number to some of you guys, but this camera costs $2,000 right here. And I've got a $2,000 drone. I've got, a bunch of little $400 cameras. So over the lifetime of my channel, even though it looks like I've made a lot of money, I really haven't, because I had to purchase gear to review for you guys and to make videos for you guys. So that number right there isn't really a profit because of all the stuff that I had to buy in order to get that $3,000. So I told you guys I would show you the analytics. My top videos, this is the #1 video, and it is unlisted now because everybody kept giving me so much grief for this video. It was a video where I put a Amazon Echo in your car, and I told you, I showed you how, because you can run an Echo off of a USB port. So all you need is a USB charger in your car, and then it hooks up to Bluetooth to your phone, and then your phone, if you have a Bluetooth car, hooks up to your radio. So I basically taught you how to put Alexa in your car. And I did that December 27th, 2017. And I left that video up to 2019. And it has gotten, close to 400,000 views. And I was going to just let it keep going because most of the revenue from there's probably $1,500 came from this one video on my channel. But it started, the video, it was still pretty relevant, but I made this video before Surrey was very good, or before, everybody now is like, well, you can do that on your phone. Anyway, people just kept yelling and yelling at me on this video. So I decided to take it down. And it really didn't change my statistics much at all. So, but the reason it got so much clout is because it was in the first position, because I put popular videos on my channel as the first playlist. And everybody that came to support my channel to give me a view, they would always view that video. And so that video just took off. So I decided the Insta360 carried by the DJI Mavic Pro deserved to be in that top spot because it was a video I actually enjoyed making. I enjoyed making the smart car video, but I really didn't like the negative publicity that video had. People on that video just call me stupid because I did something that they were like, oh, it's, anyway. Oh, what's up? Grumpy Vlogger's in the house. What's up, Lloyd? You having a good night? We're just kind of going through my videos and my analytics over the last 2.5 years of, the 5,000 subscribers and below. And hopefully something that some of my experience can help out some of the other channels in here. So those are my analytics overall. Reach is always kind of a fun one. I really just reached 101.1 million views. And impressions, I've got 9.1 million impressions. 64.2% of my YouTube, of my content was recommended by YouTube. So one thing that's very important when you're putting your videos up on YouTube is so I'm a graphic designer, but I'm also a web designer. And search engine optimization is something that I've had to deal with for years. And nobody can search your content if you don't explain it well, right? If you just put up a video of, this is me sitting on the front porch drinking coffee, there's a good chance nobody's going to search for that. But if you are intentional with your description, your title, and your tags, then you actually give them something legitimate to search. Something that I do on the products that I review on my channel is I will go to Best Buy, I'll go to Amazon, and I'll go to the manufacturer, and I'll pull information off of their descriptions to put in my videos. So let's say you've got the GoPro Hero 7 or 8, and in there it's got buzzwords that you wouldn't even think of. It'd be like optical flow or stabilization or 4K 60 frames per second or log, or if you straight copy all of the specs, what I like to do is there's Best Buy is really good, and B&H is actually really good of putting an intro paragraph and then all of the main features of the camera that I'm reviewing, or the drone or whatever. I'll grab all that information and I'll throw it on Apple Notes. And then I'll put all of my personal information up at the top. So I'll put like, an intro paragraph, and then I'll put my merchandise for my channel, popular links to my Amazon shops. Then I'll put an Amazon shop link I used to do it just to the product, but now I have idea boards on Amazon, and I'll run, put links to those. And then under that, I'll just put all of the information that Best Buy has on their website about that product, or because those product descriptions have been nurtured by people that are really good at English. There's a marketing team coming up with amazing buzzwords, and the best thing you can do is take those buzzwords for that camera and put them in the description of every video that you do about that product. That way, when people search for that video, no matter what they search, if they search for best action camera, there's a good chance your video is going to pop up in their search. Or 4K action camera, or GoPro Hero 8, or all of those little things. So and then a lot of those little paragraphs will have headings. Actually, we can look at one. I think we're done here. So let's go to all right, we're going to go to bnh.com. And then I'm going to put in a popular product. So we'll do DJI Mavic Mini. All right. So here is the Mavic Mini. So what I would do is I would click on this. I would click on B&H's product review. And if you go here and click on more details, I would copy from here all the way down. I'd keep going, and I'd put this in the description of my video. Okay, things that I wouldn't think to put in the description of my video. What's up, Rick? Welcome. So things that I wouldn't think to put in my video would be portable controller. I would never put that in my description, but B&H put it. It was important to put it in B&H. B&H's description, so someone might possibly search that. Something else is SkyPixel. I know that it has SkyPixel, like that's a social network that DJI's had for years, but I never would think to put that in the video because I don't really use SkyPixel. But precise hovering, and then you can go over to the specs, and this will give you like key items, so you can put these key items in your tags. And so yeah, so when you're no, I don't want to go there. Yeah, we can go there. All right, so let's see an example. Yep, so we'll go here. And we'll pause the video because I don't really want to watch the video. But if I show my descriptions, so what I said about the video is I just unbox and I'm showing off my new camera. This was my title for unboxings for a couple years. And then I put my social media outlets in here, and then I'd go into order yours today, and then I'd put an affiliate link. And then this is something that I copied straight from a website of the description of the camera. And then, so all of this information from here up, I would copy and I'd put in every video that I did about the DJI Osmo Pocket. And then the only thing I would change is this top line. I still use this formula today. And then the other thing is playlists. So something you want to do is so people that are binge watching videos on YouTube, they'll watch one video and then they'll have the autoplay for the up next. And so something that you want to do, apparently didn't do a very good job here, is you want to make your videos show up over here. So one way you do that is with end screens. So if I go all the way, oops, I didn't want to do that. Let's go back. All right, we'll do this one. So when you go to end screens, so up next is this live stream right here. Which that would be kind of weird if we were to watch the live stream in the live stream. But again, I'm not there. I showed up down here. So I'm like, this is a Paradanafi video that I did. And then here I am again. a live stream where I talked about that camera. So what you want to do is you want to kind of end up on people's binge watching lists. So we'll get past this video, past the commercial. I don't know if I did end screens back here. Whoa, look at that hair. What the heck? I appreciate it, Rick. Yeah, hit that like button. Rick told you to. So this is an end screen. Okay, so I have a VR channel that I was trying to promote at the time. Still not really doing anything with that channel. So I need to change that to something else. It might end up being a live stream channel. I don't know. I have the subscribers to get it monetized. So all I really need to do is get hours. So I might just start having a live stream on that channel. But anyway, but here I've got the GoPro Hero 7 playlist that pops up here. And then down here was probably popular video at the time, or I'm not sure why this one showed up there. But if I click on this, all of a sudden, if they go through and watch my playlist, they're going to watch, 7 videos. So anyway, that's about all I have for running your channel. Yeah, I'm going to turn that off. So that's it, guys. We got 6 people in here. It's 8 o'clock. Whew. So I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like this live stream. We didn't have anybody on tonight. We had Drone Strikes. Is that how you say his channel name? Drone Strike LLC. He was on here last night. I went and watched some of his videos. Y'all should check his videos out. He has this agriculture drone that sprays on fields. That's pretty cool. But so this is the first night with the green screen. Hope you guys like that. And yeah, Nacho's going to play with his puppy. We can bring your puppy on someday. I think that'd be really cute. But yeah, happy February 4th. Valentine's Day is in 10 days, guys. So you guys need to go buy your honey some roses. All right. None of those cheap $3 flowers from Kroger's. Y'all get her a rose, at least one. And you might get some. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.